Hey guys, what's going on? What's Omar Mellon back here again with my monthly upload. And today I'm going to be talking about some of my collection goals. So I have a stack of cards that I've picked up over the past month or so, and I'm going to be filling them out in my binders and talking about sort of where I'm going with my collecting experience because it's kind of a weird time. And so I'd like to talk about all of that. So starting off, we have I've said I'm not really looking to pick up graded cards anymore. This is true for the most part, and I think even in the video I did on it, I said there's one exception. So I have a first edition Ultimate Rare PSA 10 Chaos Emperor Dragon. Beautiful, beautiful card. The one card I'd consider sort of selling this for and then moving on and picking up a new slab at the right price would be a Chaos Emperor Dragon first edition Invasion of Chaos PSA 10. So if I just replaced this card with this one, that'd be something I'd consider. I do love the Ultimate Rare, and so I'm not really in a huge rush to do this. I don't even know if that's what I'll ultimately end up doing, but that's the one card for my future collection goals that's graded that I might end up picking up. So I'll put those over to the side. So the actual cards that I picked up this month are as follows. It's kind of a nice mix of modern stuff. I don't know what you call the stuff from like 2016 or so. Like that's 7 years ago. It's not super modern, but it's not really vintage anymore. So I have a lot of that stuff. And I also have some vintage as well. So the first card I wanted to show off is Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. This is one that I really, really love the artwork on. I mean, I love the dragon artworks, and I think that in my experience, a lot of these Xyz ghost rares are very cheap relative to other cards, and it's not like the boxes are still on the shelves for $50 and they're super easy to pull. These are one per case, and the boxes are becoming harder and harder to find, and I love the art. I know they scratch very easily, but these are a lot of fun. This one's actually first edition. So that's the first one. And then I have some Blue Eyes alternative dragons. So I think I have 3 of those that I picked up. So I picked up a nice playset. This is from the movie pack. I believe the original printing of Blue Eyes alternative was the ultra rare from, what was it? Legendary Duelists Blue White. I don't even remember. Legendary something. I don't remember. It's a Kaiba Legendary Duelist thing. Anyways, it had an ultra rare original print, but modern ultra rares just don't do it for me. So I picked up the secret rare. I know there's a ghost rare now, and there's also sort of the stay at home promo version of this. I'm not really looking to spend that much on Blue Eyes alternative dragon. These are, in my opinion, this is the classic version of the card. I accept that this isn't high rarity, but honestly, at this stage in my collecting, career, I don't know. That's not the right word. This stage of my collecting experience, I'm not really looking for high rarity on everything. I'm just looking for cards that look cool, have some sort of history within the card game, and I enjoy. And so these are the movie pack ones, so I like those a lot. Next up, this is a, kind of historic card. You might be able to tell already. This has a little bit of whitening. This isn't in the best condition. However, Blue Eyes White Dragon, I haven't had one of these in a while. I sold a Blue Eyes binder maybe 2 years ago, and it had some of these in it, but I honestly haven't had a starter deck Kaiba Blue Eyes in my current collection. I still have all the cards I had as a kid in that binder that's kept at my parents' house, many, many miles, thousands of miles away. So I still have those original Blue Eyes and stuff, but this one's a lot of fun. I really love the starter deck Kaiba Blue Eyes artwork. Such an iconic card, and it's sort of, there aren't reprints from like 2010, 2017, stuff like that, of this card that sort of dilute the market for it. Right now I'm just picking them up in not great condition, just binder copies, but I might pick up some ones that are a little bit nicer in the future. So that is one that I'm a huge fan of. And then I have Dark Magician playset, because this one's a lot cheaper than the Blue Eyes. And they're all different sort of printings of the unlimited print. You can tell this one's the yellowest by far. Very, very yellow printing right here. Still a beautiful card. This one's slightly less yellow, but still pretty yellow. If I had to take a guess, this one's the the latest print, albeit these are all unlimited printings. And then this is kind of this one, if I had to take a guess, is the oldest one. It looks the most like those sort of vintage LOB ultra rares. Nonetheless, all of these are, the original unlimited print, if that means anything. But a lot of fun to pick these things up. And they're not too expensive and unlimited. Next up, we have the Masked Beast. This is just a cool card out of Labyrinth of Nightmare. There's actually, people probably know or may know the SM51 Blue Eyes. It's an OCG Blue Eye. It's actually the starter deck Kaiba artwork. So this artwork of Blue Eyes, an ultimate rare, and it was a set card in the OCG. So in the Japanese version of the card game, you could pull that artwork of Blue Eyes as an ultimate rare. And it was a beautiful card, one of the most sought after cards in the OCG. Even though there are a lot of them, it's still extremely expensive. The other ultimate rare out of that set, Spell of Mask, is the Masked Beast, and that also looks incredible. So, huge fan of that. Next up, we have Gemini Elf. Not a whole lot to say here, just an awesome card, also out of Labyrinth of Nightmare. Labyrinth of Nightmare is a really, really fun set. I'm a huge fan of that set. So, Gemini Elf. Then we've got Dark Magician of Chaos. So this is Invasion of Chaos, unlimited print. This is an OG printing of the card. So we've got Dark Magician of Chaos. And then we also have Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. Really, really awesome card. A lot of fun. So I have those two. Obviously, I have this first edition Invasion of Chaos Emperor Dragon, but I don't know if I'm going to put that in my binder. I'll probably pick up an unlimited version of the card. I was a bit surprised. The 25th anniversary packs haven't really crashed the prices of a lot of these unlimited cards. I was really hoping that, it would just tank a lot of the unlimited prices and then I'd be able to pick things up for cheap. Hasn't happened yet, but we'll see what the booster boxes release pretty soon, so we'll see what those do. Mystical Space Typhoon. Fun card right here. Graceful Charity. This is actually not super expensive in first edition, I don't think, because the starter deck Pegasus and starter deck Joey, those first edition printings are pretty widespread, but it is nonetheless an awesome card. I wish Graceful Charity had sort of a higher rarity printing. Like this would be an awesome collector rare, for example. I think this would be a lot of fun. Although I don't know if they print banned cards as sort of high-end reprints and new sets. I don't know. Oh, skipped over Trap Hole. This Trap Hole, you can tell that there's a foil shift right there, but also it's super, super shiny. I don't know what's going on there. And then 7 Tools of the Bandit, out of Metal Raiders, Black Tyranno. Oh, I skipped over a card. Thousand Eyes Restrict. How could I? Really fun card here. Thousand Eyes Restrict, Black Tyranno. I love this card. I need to pick up more of this thing. It's just such a bizarre card. It's just a Tyrannosaurus Rex that's black. Ultra rare out of Invasion of Chaos. Interesting. And then finally, we have a Gaia the Fierce Knight, original print out of LOB. The original unlimited printing, that is. So let's fill in some of these binders. I think most of these cards belong in the binders I have right here. And we can also talk about sort of what I'm planning to do. So this first one is modern cards. You guys have seen this one before. So we've got a bunch of collector rares, which, let me just say, collector rares have to be the least appreciated rarity for how incredible they look. I mean, when you look at this card, you can't tell me this thing isn't so stunning. And this card, I believe, is like under 20 bucks. I mean, I just think that collector rares, I like them, I think, more than Starlight rares, to be honest, in terms of their appearance. When they do a good job, that is. Like, this is probably the best job they've ever done. There are certain cards that aren't done quite as well. Case in point, we have Jack's Knight right here. Like, yeah, this thing's kind of bland. I definitely don't think this is done as well as the Venomenaga, but still a really cool card. I think collector rares are underrated. Not saying that you should pick them up, that they're going to go up in price. I just think that people don't appreciate them as much as I do. All right, so we're moving on. I have 2 empty pages for collector rares. I think I already bought a Duelist Academy collector rare. It was like 15 bucks or something, really cheap. I bought an Astrograph Sorcerer collector rare, and then the seller was like, "Sorry, I don't have it," and the card spiked in price. Like I bought it at like $20 or something, $25, and then now last time I checked, it's a $50 card. I'm sure it's come down again, but I'm thinking about what collector rares I actually want to put here. I really want to pick up or put cards that are collectible, but not, I guess. There aren't a ton of people buying them right now. They've kind of gone down quite a bit in price because they're not super playable. So we'll see where we're at there. Actually, the ban list released right before I am uploading or recording this video. Runic Fountain is one that I really love the artwork on it, but it's been so playable that I just am not willing to spend the money on it. I know that got, I think, semi-limited, so hopefully it's a little bit less expensive. I don't think they're going to do any more of these Astral cards, unfortunately. I really like them. This is the English version. This is the Japanese version. I don't know what their plans are with that. I think that after Leviathan Dragon came out and flopped, I don't think they're going to do that. Starlight Rare, Book of Lunar Eclipse. I don't know what other Starlight Rares I'm really going to pick up. I might pick up more of this, but these are just empty pages for different Starlights and OCG stuff. Next up, we've got some more OCG Prismatic Secret Rares. I mean, just beautiful stuff here. Really, really enjoy it. Those all sort of fill in when I see cards with arts that I really, really like. Also, let me just say, I love this card. It's the new, like, perfectly ultimate Great Moth. I love how those sorts of cards, I think it's just called, like, Great Moth or something like that. But I love how cards like this get high-rarity printings in the OCG. It makes it a lot of fun. All right, so next up we have Alties. I don't know what I'm going to put here. This is really reserved for modern Alties. I don't know how well you can see this. Let me zoom out a little bit. I think that will make it a little bit easier to see. So I've got some Odd Eyes cards right here. Saphira, Queen of Dragons. So this is really some of the sort of newer ultimate rares. Maybe some OTS ultimate rares will go here. Then we've got ghost rares. So this is some stuff out of, obviously, Ghost from the Past 2. I can't remember if this card was supposed to go in this binder or in a different binder. I'll put this in this binder for right now, and then if I realize that it actually was supposed to go in the other one because it's too old, it's not modern enough for this binder, I'll switch it out. But this is a lot of fun. So there we go. That's a card in the binder. Awesome card. So I think that's all that we have in this one. So I'll put that over there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's not a video if I'm not knocking things over. All right, next up. What binder is this one? Oh, okay, so this is my vintage binder right here. You guys have seen that stuff a million times. All right, so I think I've actually kind of run out of slots for a lot of these cards. So I'm gonna have to start putting cards in places where they're not supposed to go. Still need another Blackluster Soldier. I don't think I got any ritual cards here. Nope, no rituals here. So I'll just, these are all vintage cards right here. Vintage monster cards. So let's put those down. Oh no, I did pick up the Masked Beast. I'm an idiot. Cool. All right, so I did pick up some vintage cards. I actually picked up quite a few monster cards. So Masked Beast does belong in this binder right here, in this binder page. So I'll slot that in. Let's put it right next to Paladin of White Dragon, which is also a really, really fun card from Magician's Force. So now we're starting to fill out this, because these are all secret rares, so let's put the ultra rares on this side. Although I'm thinking of expanding this binder. As you can see, I'm sort of running out of space for my cards. And then moving on to the next one, we have Fusions, Dark Paladin. I think I might pick up the sort of Duel Master Guide Dark Paladin artwork secret rare. Put that right here. So I have one fusion, that's Thousand Eyes Restrict. So we'll put that next to Dragon Master Knight right here. So I'm not sure what other fusions besides the Dark Paladin right here. There's a lot of cool stuff. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I want for the fusion side of things. Maybe last. Oh no, I bought a Last Warrior from Another Planet that will probably go right here. I still need to just sort of look at whether and evaluate whether I want any super rares like Dark Bolter, the Terrible, stuff like that in here. So I ran out of space, and I don't have more space for my monster cards, which means that I'm gonna have to start filling in empty pages with these things. So we'll see. Where is the empty space at? Actually, I don't know if I even have empty space in this binder. I'll probably have to do it in the Spells and Traps binders, because I think there's more space there. I'm really running out. I have to start a new binder. I'm thinking of upgrading these things because obviously these binders are cheap. You know, I bought these for like $7 a pop from a distributor. I bought a bunch of these things. Didn't know what to do with them. Now I do, and it's fun, but I'm running out of space. So here are two spells. We've got Graceful Charity and Mystical Space Typhoon. I think I'll put Graceful Charity right here with the other supers. I think that fits in nicely. I do want Card Destruction, which is a super cheap, super rare. Also a card I think would be pretty fun as like a collector rare. So there's a suggestion, Konami. So I'll put those two in there. Looks awesome. I don't know what other ones I'm going to put. There's so many awesome like magic and spell cards from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! So I don't know what I want to do with this page per se, because it's hard to sort of narrow things down. So I'll have to think on that. And obviously, if you guys have suggestions, let me know. More secret rare stuff. I probably can start filling in some of this empty space with some cards. Okay, I'll put my 3 Dark Magicians in the bottom here. There's 1 Dark Magician. I thought I was going to have enough space. I completely forgot that I'm out of space in one of the binders. And so this is a bit sacrilegious to put some monster cards with the spells, but it is what it is. We'll need to store them for now, and then we'll right our wrongs down the road. So I guess I'll put the remaining vanillas right here. Get our blue eyes in there. And then Gemini Elf and Gaia the Fierce Knights. Both fun cards. I don't know, maybe I'll pick up more of the Gemini Elf. I've also been thinking about starting to collect some of the Lost Art stuff. That's a lot of fun. I mean, Lost Art is one of the cooler promotions. I normally don't like ultra rares from the modern era, but those ultra rares I think are well done, for sure. All right, so now I have 7 tools in Trap Hole. I can't remember. I do have another page for my super rares, so I'll put 7 tools up here. Cool card. Like that ultra rare out of Metal Raiders. And then Trap Hole. I love how this Trap Hole looks. I mean, look at the pop on this thing. That's not picking up well on the camera. But it just looks so nice in person. There we go. Look at the pop on this thing. Cool card. All right, so we'll put Trap Hole right here, and then we'll put our remaining... I guess I could get another Magical Hats. We'll put our remaining monster cards down here, store them, and then hopefully... well, I will get another binder, figure that out. I don't know if these are going to be sort of the end game for my collection. The thing is, they're very easy to store. Maybe once I move, I'll pick up another binder. That might be the play. Okay, so that's the end. Oh, wait. There was just an empty space. I'm an idiot. I should have put them right here. But it is what it is. We'll figure that out later. Next up, our final modern binder. This is going to be where we put in our Blue Eyes alternatives. I think that's all that's left. Cool cards. We're already almost at 20 minutes now. So they're going to fit in nicely right here with our Dark Magician girls. I forgot I did not buy a 3rd Dark Magician girl. So I need to do that. A lot of stuff I'm forgetting, but put Blue Eyes alternative right there. Okay. Again, these binders are not actually that good, so I always forget I'm supposed to put the middle one in first, and then I'll do the outer one. There we go. All right, so that concludes sort of filling in on all of our binders, talking about my collecting goals. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, again, another rant video. Not really a rant, but long, directionless video. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I think I'm going to start collecting some of these Pokemon Rainbow Rares. A lot of fun. I love how this thing looks. It's nice and sturdy. I picked this up as part of, I think, a bundle. Or maybe I picked it up individually. I just liked how it looked with my purchase that's probably 6 months old now from Japan. But it's, very cool card. I'll probably pick up more. I've been posting on my Instagram story and some of my community posts about Pokemon Go, having a lot of fun with that. So I'm thinking about collecting some Pokemon cards as well. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, use the links in the description, subscribe, that sort of stuff. It's been your boy, Watomar Melon. Peace out.